Something I want to talk about that is really complex and kind of hard to talk about sometimes is when you're not believed when you're going into a medical situation. I have gone almost my entire life being told that either I was making up the symptoms, that it was psychosomatic, that I was causing my heart rate to be 180, that somehow it was for my own personal enjoyment or for attention or whatever else. And I lived with that for a long time and I really believed it for a long time until I got diagnosed with SVT and started getting treatments for POTS, and I didn't feel that way. And I realized, oh no, that wasn't anxiety that I pushed myself towards. Those were real symptoms that my body was trying to warn me of. Or when I finally got diagnosed with adrenal failure, it was only because my husband fought and advocated with the doctors because they said, oh, there's this chance that it's been this, but it's so unlikely we're not even going to test her for it because of her age. Well, it turns out it was adrenal failure. And now I walk into every room that I go to, whether it be a dentist, an eye doctor, an endocrinologist, or any other specialty, and I say, I have adrenal failure and I have EDS. And if they don't give me a whole list of ways that they're going to treat me individually and very specifically for those very complex issues, then I just move on. And I may have wasted a copay or I may have wasted an afternoon, but I'm not going to keep wasting an entire lifetime of fighting with people to believe that the complexities that are within me are real. A couple of resources that have been really helpful for me is Stuff That Works. You can go through Google and go in, and people who either have the disease or work within the field of that disease can give you medicine recommendations, treatment recommendations, or even doctor recommendations. ZocDoc and things like that can be really helpful if you are in a geographically located area that doesn't have a lot of specialties. You can at least go and start those conversations. And I have moved states completely to be in new hospital systems when the systems that I was in refused to meet the level of care that my body needed. And I have hurt and I've cried and I've processed through therapy so many years of doctors telling me I was too young or that I just was making these things up. But I wasn't. And I doubt you are too, because why would any small child or even someone at my age still be thinking of these symptoms and be describing them and be very graphic in the way that they're affecting their life. And it frustrates me that sometimes it can be such a headache to even just get your foot in the door to someone that believes you. So if you are someone that needs help finding a specific care team or doctors or things that have worked for you, I would love for you to drop it in the comments. I obviously have lived in a lot of places over the country. I might be able to give you resources, or there are other people that I'm sure have gone through this too who could be really helpful. So keep advocating for yourself, believing in yourself, and understanding that just because a doctor might be great at everything that they do for other patients, they might not be the right doctor for you. And protect yourself, because it can be really, really, really discouraging when over and over again you're told that there just isn't something wrong with you, when in fact there's something so obviously distressing. I'm here if you ever need anything, or if you just need someone to talk to who's gone through it as well.